Hi guys and welcome to Simply Hike. Today I'm going to be going through the key features of the Salomon Conquest walking boot. Let's take a look, shall we? So the first thing that you'll notice, obviously there's a nice mixture of suede and synthetic material. It's going to be obviously great for breathability. It's Goretex, which means obviously it's waterproof and breathable as well. The first key feature, it's got a nice solid toe box on the front there, so it's going to offer you all the protection that you need when it comes to scrambling. Yet again, kind of ties in with the toe box. You've got all this structure on the side there. Yet again, just offering you a bit more support, and then that ties in nicely with the heel support. So you can see it's nice and solid, but nice and secure, but obviously it's going to be nice and comfortable for you. The key feature really to this boot is this structure here. Now obviously when the tighter you obviously lace up your boots, the more fitting that this boot's going to be. Basically means eventually, after a couple of months, the actual boot itself will feel like a nice pair of slippers for you. It's going to be a really nice fit for you, and that's a really nice thing that this boot has. Let's take a look at the entry point now, shall we? So if I undo the lace here, you have a nice wide entry point. So if you have a wider foot, or yet again you're thinking about also buying a boot that can cross over to winter time, this is definitely worth looking out to, or looking out for obviously with the thicker sock. Yet again, you're going to be able to get your foot in and out of there with ease, especially at the beginning of the hike. Even at the end, when your foot's slightly swollen a little bit, you shouldn't have any issues taking this boot off whatsoever. Which also works really nicely is obviously the padding on the inside, which works nicely with the tongue. But then obviously as you can see, because the boot's Goretex, the actual tongue itself is all nice and sealed, obviously keeping your foot nice and dry. The key real feature for the upper part of the boot is actually this lock system on here. Now basically what this means is you can have this lower section of the boot done up really tight, and then you can have the ankle support done up nice and loosely, or vice versa. Have that nice and loose, and then have that nice and tight. And that's purely just from that locking system in there. Basically means, you know, it's going to be really good when it comes to adjusting the boot according to what feels right for you. So let's take a look at the sole now. The sole is a Contagrip sole, and it's also based on a downhill mountain bike tread. So you've got real great variance, you've got real great depth inside the boot. So no matter what sort of terrain that you're going to be using or walking or hiking on, it's going to offer you all the grip that you need. I mean, just looking at the fine depth as well, even on muddy terrains, it's going to be a really great asset for you. What also works really well is if I just move it to the side, you've got a really nice side as well. So if you're really scrambling and you have to dig in the side part of the boot in, it's going to offer you all the grip as well on the side. This is a great walking boot from Salomon, and for any more information, please visit us at simplyhike.co.uk.